So today I'm going to talk to you about heartworm treatment, specifically imidacide or injectable heartworm treatment. I'm going to make another video talking about what's called the slow kill treatment for animals. So this type of treatment is only available for dogs. There is no treatment for cats. And imidacide is essentially a toxin that you're going to inject into the dog with the goal of killing the worms and not the dog. It is typically with this injectable treatment, you do want to do some setup for the body before you're actually giving them the injections. Normally, dogs are going to end up on a course of prednisone for anti-inflammatory in the lungs. Whenever you start to kill off those worms, and even the disease that's present before you kill off the worms can cause a lot of inflammation that we need to treat. Also, these dogs are usually on a course of an antibiotic that's called doxycycline. Doxycycline by itself does have a little bit of anti-inflammatory effect, so it's kind of nice to get that boost. But also, there is a little bacteria that lives in a lot of heartworms that's called Wolbachia that actually makes it a little bit harder to kill those heartworms. And when we give that doxycycline beforehand, we're able to clear them of Wolbachia and make it a little bit easier to kill the worms. Now, the classic treatment is to do those medications for a month, give the dogs a month off. So we would be giving meds from day 1 to 30. They'll be off from day 30 to 60, and then we start the injections. Typically, they would get an injection on day 61, day 90, and day 91. Now, the reason we do those 3 injections is for the female worms. Female worms are notoriously difficult to kill, and in some cases, they do a 2-shot protocol where they just do the injections that would be on day 90 and 91. But they have found some instances where that kills all of the male worms, but not all of the female worms. So the thought process is that first injection, 30 days before the back-to-back ones, weakens those female worms to make it to where they actually die whenever you're giving those other injections. Now, heartworm treatment is not 100%, and they do have to stay on heartworm prevention while they're on treatment so they don't get infected again. But the 3-shot protocol is a little bit under 99% effective. The 2-shot protocol, where you just do the 2 injections like day 90, 91, has a little bit lower success rate, but it is still successful in a lot of cases. I believe the last time I saw something, it said it was somewhere between 91 and 93% effective. There is also research into some other protocols, like a modified 2-shot protocol, where they start doxycycline and prednisone and give the injections on day 15 and 16. I'm interested to see how those studies start to come out. There's not enough information at this point for anything to be adjusted. Anytime I'm trying to see if there's updates on heartworm treatment, I do visit the American Heartworm Society because they are our leading researchers in this type of thing. Their website is heartwormsociety.org, and they have lots of very good information for clients and veterinarians alike that kind of helps us keep up to date with different things. So when we have our new studies, they can update some protocols on there and adjust if we need to. Just a little add-on for that. Anytime we're doing heartworm treatment in an animal, we do want them to be exercise restricted. Kind of the concern that we have is when those worms die in the body, they don't disappear. The immune system has to break them down over time. And if they are too energetic, they're running too fast, their heart rate's too high during that process, the little pieces of worm that are being broken down by the immune system can actually become a clot and go through the body and cause death. It can be a fatal occurrence. They can get thromboembolisms or clots in the lungs and whatnot. So exercise restriction is a big thing. That's something that people have to consider when they are doing heartworm treatment. Is it really feasible to exercise restrict their dog? Some dogs have to be sedated through the whole treatment, but in the end, it is worth it.